Okay, hi everyone. My name is Abbey Cappa. I'm 22 years old and I'm a Ruby Plexus ambassador. I wish I could be there with you guys tonight so much, but I'm sharing the Plexus love from where I'm at in Colorado. And I just wanted to kind of share my story with you guys and kind of the biggest things that I've taken away from this point in my Plexus journey. I first tried Plexus in the summer of 2014. My friend Jessica Heffley, who's now a diamond, at that time had just found Plexus and she was crazy excited about it. And I was like, I don't know what any of this is, but I'm going to be a good friend and I'll give it a shot. I was working out super regularly and was eating completely organically, really clean, healthy lifestyle. So I wasn't expecting to get much out of it, but I was super exhausted all the time because I was the single mom to a 4-month-old, and I also had a little bit of baby weight that I still wanted to shake. So I was like, you know what have I got to lose? We'll try it. After a month of taking the products and not even taking them well, not super consistently, I lost all that baby weight and had more energy. I completely wrote it off as a coincidence and said, sorry, Jess, can't afford it. I'm turning it off. And she was like, listen, you can turn this off, but you can't be done forever. You're going to come back. And I was like, okay, just not a good time. Don't have time for this. My life's crazy. Too much is going on. Basically, all the excuses that all of us always have when we don't want to start this business yet. So I watched on the sidelines for 8 months, and I can tell you now that's my only regret in this whole thing is that I spent that time waiting and watching. And what I did see, though, was all these people seeing massive results in their health. And then also some of my closest friends in the world were making enough to stay home and support their families and get to be with their babies all day. And I was like, okay, so maybe this is a good business model. I don't really know, but I would be horrible at it. So it's probably not going to work for me. But even on the slight chance that it did, I don't want to get behind a product that's not going to benefit everyone. I mean, so what if it worked for me? I'm 22 years old. I'm young. My metabolism isn't shot yet. It probably just responded quickly, and that doesn't mean it's going to work for everyone else. But I kept watching, and it was working for everyone else. I can tell you guys all today that there are only 2 types of people that I've ever met who didn't like Plexus. They're the ones that don't have a clue what it is. They're haters because they're ignorant about Plexus. They haven't researched any of the ingredients, and they just lump it into a group with a bunch of other diets and fads, which Plexus is neither one of those things. And the second type of person is the person that didn't take their dosage correctly or they quit too soon. Every person I've ever known who took it the right way, followed their ambassador's directions for dosage, and who also stuck with it loves these products. And there's something that can benefit anyone and everyone, and I love that. I have been passionate about health and wellness and natural alternatives for a long time before Plexus. And so it's been super fun for me to see the more research I do, the more I see that Plexus really does just fall in line with things I'm already passionate about. So back to my story, 8 months on the sidelines, and I decided I had to pay my bills. Being a single mom, I was barely making it. So I stayed stubborn, got my CNA license, applied to work 12-hour night shifts, and Jessica was like, what are you doing? You could be making enough income to support yourself and never leave your baby at home. So I had a serious come to Jesus meeting, and I was like, okay, Lord, I'll put myself out there. I'll do this if this is really what you have for me. So I did. In March of 2015, I turned my auto ship back on, and I decided I was going to work this business. And by work this business, I mean make Facebook posts, which, by the way, I learned later is not working your business at all. At the time, a Facebook post for me was a huge deal. I swore I would never be an obnoxious Plexus lady that posts every day. Hello, I post every day, twice a day now. But at that time, I didn't understand Facebook filters and how hardly any people see my posts anyway. I didn't understand the importance of consistency. I just knew that I was paralyzed with fear of what people were going to think of me. So I made my couple Facebook posts a week and gave myself a pat on the back and was like, good job, you're working your business. But I did tell people in person about these amazing products, and I got enough people on my team to pay for my products that month. And the next month, my paycheck doubled. And I was like, okay, this is for real. And so I kind of was in and out, dipping my toes in, trying to do the business. But in all honesty, I use my personality as an excuse. I'm an introvert for one and a perfectionist for the other. And so I was like, this is just hard for me. I don't want to reach out to people first. That's just so scary. And also, if I'm not going to be the best plexus leader ever, then I'm just not going to have a team page at all. You guys, these are legitimate fears, horrible reasons, because the truth is, because I believed those things, they were true. They're not true anymore, but they were at that time because I wasn't able to be a good leader because I was so scared of messing up. But I realized that the people on my team trusted me. They said yes to me. They said yes to this journey, knowing me. And because of that, honestly, I wanted to steward that responsibility well. And I realized that as a leader, I had to step it up. I couldn't ask my team to do things that I wasn't willing to do. I couldn't make these inspirational posts that said, get out of your comfort zone, when I wasn't willing to do that myself. So in October of 2015, Jessica did a challenge, and it was 30 days long, and I learned in that challenge how to work my business. It meant working every single day. And if you guys don't have 4 hours a day, that's okay. You can still succeed in this business and do it well, but you have to work it every day. It doesn't matter how much it is. It does matter how fast you want to excel in this business, but you can still be successful even if it's just 30 minutes a day, as long as it's every day, because that every day is what keeps your snowball of momentum rolling. You have to keep that thing moving. The day you don't do anything is the day that ball stops. So if you want this business to work, you have to at least work it a little bit every single day. And honestly, you guys are going to be blown away. Once you get consistent, it gets so much easier. I remember the days I used to just deliberate over my Facebook posts or my initial messages and spend 20 minutes wording it perfectly. You guys, now I have my go-tos. The notes section of my iPhone saves my life. I have preset answers to basic questions, my back and forth product info, and I just copy and paste that junk all day long. That's how I message 20 new contacts every day. So there's the work in this business up front is a big learning curve. But if you will put in that work on the front end, there will be hard days and there will be easier days, but it does get easier. You get more efficient, you get faster, and you get amazing people on your team that keep you inspired and remind you why you're doing this in the first place. Make sure that your why is legit. Your why has to keep you going. If your why for this business is, just make a couple $100 a month, I don't know, see where it goes. Maybe I'll have some extra shopping money. Your business is gonna fail because you don't have a motivation. But if your business is, I want to stay home with my babies, or I want to be debt free, or I want to completely fund a ministry. I want to retire my husband 10 years earlier. Guys, that's life-changing stuff. That's a big why. And those are the things that will keep you going on the days where it feels like this isn't working. I am working my business more now than I ever have before. Back in October when I started working hard, that's when things started blowing up. And it was amazing and exciting. But again, I realized that I had to keep stepping it up. Every time I would hit a wall, instead of looking at my team and being frustrated with them, I would say, okay, how can I be a better leader? Am I growing personally? Am I still stepping outside of my comfort zone? Last month, I looked for something I hadn't done before, and that was making a team call. It scared me so bad. I was shaking before I got on there. But I was like, I have to do this, not just for me, but for my team. if I'm asking them to be brave, I have to be brave. And that's when my business changed. And it's never been the same. Every single day, I started asking myself, what am I afraid to do today in my business? And then I went and did that thing. You guys, fears from the enemy, it paralyzes us, and there is no freedom and no good things found there. So find out what your fears are, conquer them, and you'll be amazed at how much more it impacts your life than just your business. All right, you guys, have an amazing night, and thanks for being here. Never get tired of learning. Always attend events, always be coachable, and your business will never stop growing. All right.